We are going to continue to monitor this. In the meantime, let's talk more about President Trump. He held a rally last night in Louisiana. Trump was stumping for the Republican nominee for governor, but he had some things to say about the impeachment inquiry. Now, again, this was last night, and the effect that the impeachment inquiry is having on him personally.
I have one problem, and it's been very hard on my family. Who ever heard impeachment to me is a dirty word? It's been very unfair, very hard on my family. Me, it's my whole life. It's crazy. What a life I lead. You think this is fun, don't you? But it's been very hard on my family. Very, very hard.
Okay, again, that was President Trump last night at a rally, but this morning he's been busy on Twitter tweeting about the impeachment inquiry and about the ambassador. I want to bring in Allan Lichtman now. He's a former historian, and he has been listening. So what do you make of just that, Allan, that Trump and Yovanovitch have been kind of talking in real time while this inquiry is going on during this questioning?
Trump made a colossal mistake attacking Ambassador Yovanovitch, an incredibly sympathetic person, a dedicated American, in real time while she was testifying. I thought that was the single most devastating moment of 2 days of hearings when they put on the screen Trump's personal attack against this dedicated American. Just incredible. That, I think, will really move people. Plus, here's the import of her testimony. Number one, she completely blows out of the water the notion that Trump was interested in rooting out corruption in Ukraine. She proves quite the opposite, that Trump and Giuliani were in league with the most corrupt elements of Ukraine, and their sole goal was politically motivated investigations. And all of this she directly ties to the president himself. Just incredible testimony.
Do we have a clearer understanding, Allan, why he fired her?
A completely clear understanding. She was fighting real corruption in Ukraine. The effort on the part of the president and Rudy Giuliani to investigate the Bidens and this discredited, crazy theory that it was really the Democrats and the Ukrainians, not the Russians, who interfered in the 2016 election. She was an obstacle to that. That was a corrupt effort on the part of the president and his personal attorney, and a sitting ambassador there dedicated to fighting real corruption and outing people like this former corrupt prosecutor was a direct obstacle to what Giuliani and the president was trying to do, which in itself was profoundly corrupt. And the other thing she pointed out, this goes far beyond the abuse of power to gain political ends for the president. This fundamentally undermines our Ukrainian policy, which she says is in disarray, and undermines America's national interests all over the world because it weakens and demoralizes our diplomats everywhere and impedes their ability to fight corruption around the world and promote American interests. The implications are incredibly broad.
What do you make of the fact that the White House did release one transcript today of a telephone call between Zelensky and President Trump?
You know, he's trying to selectively leak things that I think will help him. I don't see how this helps him. It just shows that the first call was fundamentally different than the second call. And I think it actually hurts him because they're talking about this invitation to come to the White House, which apparently was part of the bribery and extortion of President Zelensky holding out this meeting in return for these corrupt investigations that would politically help the president.
Okay, so they're on a quick break right now. Want to give us a thought on what we're going to see once they're back at it and questioning resumes, Allan?
Well, you're going to go to the Republicans.
Yep.
And as you saw from the ranking member Nunes's opening statement, they are not interested in really finding anything out about the truth of the ambassador's testimony. they want to paint this all as nothing more than a Democratic witch hunt. But let me tell you, they've got to be very, very careful in questioning this witness. She's such a profoundly patriotic American and such a sympathetic witness that are they going to compound the colossal mistake that President Trump made attacking her in real time? They've got to tread a fine line, and I'm not sure they're capable of doing that based on past experience.
Yeah, a really stunning moment, the president
Stunning
attack. Yeah.
Stunning.
Okay.
I can't overemphasize how important that is.
Allan Lichtman, thanks again. Appreciate it.